Hi there, and welcome to the latest update from We Are the Famous EFC. It is the match preview. Everton versus Burnley at Hill Dickinson Stadium. Well, positives. Everton are coming into this game off a 3-2 win against Newcastle United at St James's Park on Saturday. But we're going to this game fairly comfortable. We're sitting in 8th place into Europe. If we can win this game at home, then I think Europe's on. Agree, Sam?
I agree, yes.
Yeah. How are you feeling going into this game?
I am feeling, after the win at the weekend, I'm feeling a lot more confident than I would have been if it was a loss.
Yeah. Love it. Totally agree. I think the mentality is so important as we go into this game. We need to play at home like we do away from home going into this game. The mindset has to be accurate. The team David Moyes picks tomorrow has to be spot on without a shadow of a doubt. As we go into this game, I want to see the mentality very strong. I want the desire, the passion, blue blood, sweat, tears from all of the players, from Moisey as well, and we get the 3 points. But it is going to be difficult because Scott Parker, Burnley side are doing incredibly well. They went 3-0 down at home on Saturday to come back and lose 4-3. So an incredible comeback by them. So it's not going to be an easy ride, is it? For David Moyes' Everton side, but we're challenging for Europe, and I do think if we want Europe, then we must win this game comfortable at home, and it's going to be a big test, not only for Everton but for David Moyes and his future.
Yeah.
How do you think this game will plan out?
I think if we have a positive mentality coming into the game, of course, coming off a 3-2 win on Saturday, that's of course a massive boost for us. But of course, it does depend on what lineup Moisey picks and how the team is feeling as well. Because of course they're coming off a win. Of course, Beto getting another goal, Barry getting another goal, and Branthwaite getting a goal. That's just what we kind of performance that we want, but it's just making sure we can keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Sam. The momentum is going to be important. The team on the night as well. If we can play like we did against United and not get done on the counter attack, then we can win the game comfortable. I'll get our score predictions at the end, but as I said, I think with the quality the group does have, I do think that if we set up brilliantly, then and we don't get hit on the counter attack, make Hill Dickinson a fortress again, like we did against United from minute 1 to the final whistle, and we can get out these like we did against Nottingham Forest at home.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a big test, isn't it?
I agree.
On Tuesday night at 7:30. But brutality, the team has to have a good one. There's no denying it. The team have to be right up for it. If he's going to play Jake O'Brien at right back, then he's got to have a good game.
Yeah.
There's no denying it. I'll give you my team selection in a moment, but as we go into this game, we've got to set up so strong. We've got to set up like it's an away game or the side off. We've got to be at it from the word go like that, etc. But I want to see more at home from the players. Let's make it a fortress this game because it's interesting, because we're challenging for Europe. It's interesting. Are we ready for Europe? Because if we're ready for Europe, then we can beat Burnley. That's how we know if we're ready for Europe. But it's going to be a tricky game. But yeah, it's at Hill Dickinson. But I personally think that we can win it.
Yeah,
My team what I'm going with is at right back. I think he'll play O'Brien, Tarky, Bramthwaite, Mikalenko. Midfield, Kieran Dewsbury, Jimmy Garner, Idrissa Gay, and Harrison Armstrong. Then on the left, Tariq George. On the right, Iliman and Jai.
Yeah.
And up front, Beto. Hopefully he can get us some more goals.
Yeah.
Then when Barry comes on, hopefully he can score some more goals, because the other night at the weekend they were on great form, the pair of them scoring the goals.
Exactly.
But Burnley are giving plenty of goals away. They are giving you loads of chances. So will we at times. So we need to make more chances and get them in the back of the net. Let's get these chances when we create them, get them in the net. And that's what Everton have been lacking, is scoring goals. But I do think that we can. What about you, Sam?
I'm going to, well, of course, people in goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, O'Brien at right back, Bramthwaite, Tarky, Mikalenko in defence, midfield, Jimmy Garner, Dewsbury Hall, and then of course Idrissa Garner Gay as well.
Yeah.
And then it would be nice to see him give him another chance, of course, Armstrong, because when he's been playing, he has been brilliant. And then in attack, I'm going to go with Beto. Right wing, I think it'll be Iliman and Dye.
Mm-hmm.
And left wing, I'm hoping Terry George as well. It would be nice to see George getting the start, because when he's been coming on, he has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? When Tariq George came on against United, he was literally amazing. Getting us the corners, 10 corners we had, and we couldn't even get in the back of the net. But his goals, his energy to the team will be important against Burnley. But I personally think that's going to be the team David Moyes starts. But it's going to be very, very interesting who David Moyes starts on Tuesday night against Burnley, because it's a must-win game for Everton Football Club and for David Moyes at home. Otherwise, if we don't win at home, then I think pressure will mount up on Moyes. I want Moyes to stay, but he's not helping himself if he's going to be picking the same team. A team what should win at home but doesn't win at home, if that makes sense. But I'm a big fan of David Moyes. I want him to stay for many years to come until he retires.
Well, you can see how much he loves the club. Whenever I see him on the touchline, after we've scored, you can see how much he loves it. And even when he had his first stint, you could tell he was happy being the Everton manager.
Yeah, 100%, Sam. But it's going to be in a very, 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 very infernal game for Everton Football Club.
Yeah.
I cannot stress, it's like losing the last game of the season, this game at home. It's like make or break, basically. If we get beat, we're down. If we win, we're in Europe. It's a bit like that. We must win, basically. It's make or die, basically, in this game. That's how important it is, isn't it, Sam? We haven't won at home since December. But again, this home form could last forever. We've got to eventually win, and it's got to come against Burnley. Go ahead, Sam, what were you saying?
Last time that I actually got to a game was that Nottingham Forest. But no, I'm sorry. But last time that we won when I was there was that Nottingham Forest game. My last two games that I've been to was the Brentford 4-1, well 4-2 even, Yeah. And then I was at the Wolves draw as well. That was the last 2 games I've been to. So yeah, it's a shame because of course, with like how passionate of a sport I am, I do want to be at the games, but due to other stuff, I can't be there, unfortunately.
Yeah. So just looking at Burnley's form, they haven't really been in good form. They've had some decent results at home, but other than that, they've had a poor run of form. But just looking at their last couple of results, they've lost to Newcastle, lost to Fulham, drew against Bournemouth, Everton, got beat by Newcastle, Brighton, drew against United, drew against Liverpool, Tottenham, lose to Sunderland, lose to West Ham, win against Palace, draw against Chelsea, and the 3-4 defeat to Brentford. So a mixed bag they've had. So it is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Can Everton win? That is the answer. It's make or break. But it's going to be interesting whether Everton can win. That's how important it is. So a proper mixed bag against Burnley as well. But again, I cannot stress enough how important this is.
It is important.
Yeah. What do you want to see from the fans and from the team going into the game?
From the fans making that like just make the noise from the first minute.
Just like at Goodison. Pretend we're at Goodison.
Yeah, just make the atmosphere make it a really loud atmosphere, because when I've been in that stadium when it's empty, us chanting it, like if we're in full voice, that stadium is when we're in full voice is absolutely rocking. Last time I can remember when it was fully rocking was, I'd probably say that Jack Grealish goal against Crystal Palace. After that went in, the scene from like Southend, I know that because I was in the corner of the South Stand at that game, and it erupted.
And that's what we need again from the fans.
Yeah.
But players have to give us something to scream and shout about. Come kick off. And just get that home win. Once we get a home win going, then we should be flying again. We'll be back there we're like where we was towards the start of the season. That's how important it is.
Yeah.
Or David Moyes needs to help himself going into this game, because this is literally
make or break.
Make or break. Europe, or we go down. What is it? What do we get?
Go down, but it's just like not exactly our aim for like it. It would be still a good season, just without the European football.
Yeah, but we really, really need Europe.
Yep.
This stadium, Hill Dickinson, just needs to be something to excite. We need to excite. This is what this ground needs, is something like European football, whether it's European or Europe or the Europa Conference. This stadium, once that gets that, this stadium's literally going to be a fucking fortress. That's how much this stadium behind me is going to mean to the football club, to the fans, to the Friedkins, to David Moyes, and that without a shadow of a doubt. So we've got to, I cannot stress enough how important we need. This is literally one of the biggest games of football that we need
to
win. It's like 3 years ago under the lights at Goodison when we stayed up that night when we beat Palace 3-2 to a comeback 3-2.
Yeah.
that night. That's how magical it needs to be. Come 7:30 on Tuesday night against Burnley. We need to win. We need a home win desperately. And Burnley, no offence to Burnley's, but Burnley's are going down and they're shit anyway. But like, there's no denying it.
Yeah.
We should be beating Burnley. And if we can do that, then European football, your suitcases are getting back out.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, you'll be like 1 point away from 7th for Europa League. If we finish 8th, then I believe that it's going to be Europe.
One of the cups have been. I can't remember exactly which one it is.
I think 8th's Europa Conference, and I think 7th is Europa League. So I'll have any, without a shadow of a doubt, just any.
Anytime
Europe. That's all I want. I want Everton to get into Europe, and I want this stadium to get rocking from the word go, and I want the atmosphere to be right up, and just think what this stadium will benefit from. More money, that'll help with PSR, will help with the summer, etc., as well. So it is going to be interesting, but I do think that it's going to be a really, really massive game for Everton Football Club. Agree, Sam?
I agree 100%.
Right. Before we finish up, are you ready?
Score predictions.
What is your score prediction? Everton versus Burnley at Hill Dickinson.
I want to say 3-1 Everton.
Okay. Why have you gone with 3-1?
Because if we could play like we did against, of course, like past couple of home games, even though, of course, we haven't got results, we have been playing well.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if we can get that momentum going and just see some goals, that's the main thing. Got have a good game and get some good goals. That's the main thing for me.
Nice. Okay. Who to score?
And Dewsbury Hall. Better.
Okay. I'm feeling very confident going into this game. Extremely confident. Because we won Europe as a football team, as a football club, as a manager with David Moyes, and also this stadium needs something. And I just think the winless grim of Hill Dickinson couldn't last forever. We've got to eventually win, and I think that it comes in. I'm 99.99% it comes against Burnley, and my score prediction is 4-0 Everton. 4-0 Everton. Yeah. That's how confident I am. So, scored the 4, I think Beto, Barry, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, Illiman and Jai, or Jimmy Garner.
Yeah, I could see Garner getting a goal, actually.
My heart says 4-0 Everton, but my head says 3-0 Everton. We keep a clean sheet for the first time in a very long time at the Hill Dickinson. And if we do that, then get your suitcases out, people, because I tell you what, if we win Burnley, we're fucking going to Europe. Up the fucking toffees. Come on! Bye-bye.